Alright, what's up everybody? This is Dre Chilly coming back to you guys once again. I got a couple of cool guests tonight that I'm going to be interviewing with everybody. This is Dave to my left and this is Frank to my right. And today they're going to be talking about cryptocurrency and some of the things that they have planned in the near future as it relates to investment opportunities to the public, as well as anybody else that might want to reach out for general research and information. So I'm going to start off with Dave on the left. Can you give a little background about yourself as well as cryptocurrency and how you came involved with it?
Sure, my name's David. Thanks for having me on your channel. So background about myself, I've always kind of been involved in business, started my own business at, a pretty young age. Making money in different ways has always kind of fascinated me. So when I ran across cryptocurrency, it sparked my interest. I saw a way that I could not only ride a new technology that was, building infrastructure of the future, right? But I could also make money off of it. So that really piqued my interest. I got into cryptocurrency, I would say about 6 months ago, and I just fell in love with it. It's exciting. It's a lot of fun, and you can make a lot of money. So it's really interesting because when I thought about cryptocurrency at first, when I thought about Bitcoin, I probably had the same assumption that most people do, is that Bitcoin is just some made up, digital asset, digital money, right? And it didn't really mean anything to me. And as I started to look deeper into what Bitcoin offered and what it brought as far as technology, it was super fascinating. It brought us the blockchain, which is the technology that Bitcoin was made off of, right? And the blockchain is just basically a public, or I guess it could be a private ledger, but information that can be transferred, right? And it's stored on a ledger. It's incorruptible, almost impossible to hack. So a lot of positives to a digital currency like Bitcoin as to fiat currency. So that's really what piqued my interest and what got me started in cryptocurrency.
All right, over to you, Frank. Now, would you like to give us a little bit of background about yourself and what cryptocurrency means to you, as well as how you became involved with it?
Yeah, so I started about a year ago, and I bought Bitcoin, and I loved it because I went really deep into the tech side of it, and I'm a big miner. I build computers for multiple people around town and for myself, and the tech behind blockchain, what he was saying, where it's a ledger that is being non-stop made by all the computers on the network. So if you have a computer on the network, you are part of the system. You keep track of all the transactions going on, how much everyone has in their accounts, and each cryptocurrency that is stored on a blockchain is legitimate because you can't fudge the numbers. If it doesn't match on one computer, that computer is no longer part of the system. It's not in the network anymore. It's false.
Okay, so basically, in other words, with cryptocurrency, it is generated off of what you would describe as a blockchain technology. Can you elaborate a little bit, in a layman's term, in regards to how that actually works per se?
So it starts off with the first block is whatever the first couple numbers are, whatever they get your input, which is whatever the previous block was, and then all the transactions that they can fit within the block to fit in the amount of memory that they supply per block, and then they do an equation. Whatever that solution is the answer for that block. But all these different computers on the network are all randomly solving for these numbers, and whoever has the lowest remainder number wins the block. That's the person that gets paid out. So once that number is determined, that block is solidified and you move on to the next block. So with Bitcoin, it's about every 10 minutes that a block is solved, and with like Ethereum, it's around 2 to 3 minutes that a block is found.
Okay, over to you, Dave. Say for instance, if I had maybe $500 without delving too much into the actual investment aspects of it. If I had 500 bucks in my pocket, why is cryptocurrency a good way to invest it? Or why would I want to take $500 and invest in cryptocurrency?
Sure, it's a good question. Like I said earlier, I mean, you're investing in future technology, which is exciting. The blockchain is going to provide a lot of really great solutions for a lot of companies, right? So we already have a lot of big companies that are moving their technology and their financial systems over to the blockchain because it's just a more secure way to transfer information and money or whatever. But if you had $500 and you want to invest it, I would say that the reason it's a good idea is because it's just the new and up and coming thing, and the technology is going to be adopted. It already is being adopted, and by putting your money into cryptocurrency, you're basically putting your money into companies that are growing at exponential rates, right? It's hard to say, how much money you could make off $500. Some people have made an enormous amount of money off $500. Some people can technically lose money. It all really kind of depends on the research you do and the companies you choose. But technically speaking, or hypothetically speaking, you could take $500 and you could quite possibly turn it into a lot of money.
Okay.
Can I comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So with that question, if you have $500 and it's enough money, it is enough money to start. As long as you do not need that money, if it's money that you are able to spend, right now, cryptocurrency is under 1% of all the world's wealth. Like, there's not very much money that has been put into it. A single day of Forex trading, which is trading with world currencies, like whatever country's currencies are doing better, they trade them against each other, is around like $6 trillion in one day. With cryptocurrency, it's only like a few billion, which is huge. If you put $500 into that and it goes up to this kind of numbers where they're in the trillions, you're an early adopter right now still.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing is and I probably should have touched more on that, is we're in the infancy of this. This is going to be a highly sought after technology, especially in the next upcoming 1, 2, 3 years, where we're going to be seeing a lot of companies moving over to the blockchain, moving their technology to the blockchain, and adopting systems of cryptocurrency that make their companies simply more efficient, right? You cut down on a lot of fraud. You can't, what's the word I'm really looking for?
Forge numbers.
Forge numbers. Yeah. You can't manipulate numbers, basically. So companies that have problems with people like dipping their hand in the cookie jar, essentially, they can make that stop. You can't go back and change something once it's been put on the ledger. So it saves large companies, especially, a lot of money in fraud, right? And fraud, people doing fraudulent stuff, and that's just one of the many aspects of why the blockchain is useful in industry. But I think that was a really good point.
Another thing with the blockchain, it is all public information, so anyone can go check the blockchain and see what transactions are going on and who has what money. But with that, like, it's so open to. I lost that one.
That's okay. Sorry. I think what he was trying to say is, it's so transparent. Essentially,
yeah,
it's transparent.
Yeah.
Is that anyone can go on and make sure that the numbers match up, and that's the whole point of it. When he was talking earlier about you know, people with their computers solving mathematical equations and solving a block. What that is it's transactions coming in, right, to the ledger, and the transactions come in and they stack on top of each other, and as computers are confirming these transactions, do the transactions check out, right? They're running a mathematical algorithm to make sure these transactions are legitimate, and more computers do this. So the older the transaction is on the blockchain, the more confirmations it has, right? Which means that the older it is, the more secure it is, the more legitimate it is, right? And it makes it impossible over time to go back and to counterfeit it. You just can't. You can't counterfeit information on a public ledger like the blockchain.
And you can't print anymore. There's only a set number of most cryptocurrencies. There are some that will change their amounts, but most of them are set to a total number that are circulating.
Right.
Okay, outside of Bitcoin, what are some of the other names of the cryptocurrencies, and how popular? Because I know most of the general public are, mostly familiar with Bitcoin, but I'm quite sure there are other forms and brands of cryptocurrency. Do you guys want to elaborate on that a little bit more?
Sure. Oh man, there's okay, so when you, again, like I said in the beginning, most people think of all cryptocurrency as money, as some sort of, digital transaction of value, but it's not necessarily true. So essentially mostly technological companies can take their technology and put it on the blockchain and disrupt an industry, right? So you see a lot of these cryptocurrencies, like Power Ledger, for instance, is another one that's pretty big, right? It's in the energy spectrum, right? So it takes clean energy, and it finds a way for people to basically sell clean energy on the blockchain. So any extra energy people are storing, whether it's through solar, wind, whatever, right, they can sell it on the blockchain. You have companies like an up-and-comer that I'm really fond of is Ethos. So Ethos is a company that essentially is like a fiat gateway that you will be able to buy cryptocurrency on, and also a universal wallet where you can store all your cryptocurrencies in, right? So you have a lot of big ones. You have Ethereum, which is probably the second biggest. I think most people know.
Thing on this Ethereum, so with Bitcoin is generation 1 blockchain, and other coins like Ethereum or Neblio, Cardano, Stellar Lumens, Neo, these are generation 2 blockchains where they have integrated smart contracts into their blocks. So you can say, I want to make this transaction to this person, but this other thing has to happen before my funds go to them, or if it doesn't happen, then I want my funds to come back to me,
right,
basically.
Right. Now you guys are starting a YouTube channel together. It's going to be a joint venture. Where can the people reach you guys at that channel? And well, first of all, let me just say, I'm new to all of this personally, and I'm quite sure there'll be various other people on my channel that will want to get together and host some type of webinar or seminar where you guys can go over a lot of the information that you guys have acquired in as it relates to cryptocurrency, and how to properly invest and things of that nature, and what to look out for, the pros and cons and things of that nature. Where can most of my subscribers reach out to you guys at, as far as social media, emails, or the actual YouTube channel itself? I will be sure everybody to leave a link to their channel in the description box. I just want them to provide the name of the channel and where they can be reached at on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
Sure.
Start with you, Dave.
First and foremost, our YouTube channel, it's under the name Crypto Millionaire. So it's Team Crypto Millionaire, and we created the name Crypto Millionaire not to be cocky. It wasn't a gesture of like, I'm rich. It's more of, we want to build a community of people that can invest and help each other become financially independent with cryptocurrency, hence the name Crypto Millionaire. So Crypto Millionaire is the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's across platforms, so Facebook. We're making an Instagram and a Twitter.
And
right?
if
There's
I-
nothing on it yet, but
There's a
yeah.
little bit on the Facebook. I do
Yeah, we
transfer
have the
some of the
Facebook.
videos, but I think it's Crypto Millionaire 007 on most of our
007, yeah.
social media.
Just
So
for-
yeah,
it's
because we couldn't
availability.
get Crypto Millionaire. So
You guys want to go ahead and spell that out for the fans? Where
Sure. Crypto Millionaire is CRYPTOMILLI.
O-N.
Yeah.
AIRE
Exactly, there you go.
007. It's all good.
It's a lot easier for me to write it out.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I got you. All right, so this was just a quick, brief introduction interview with Dave and Frank, Frank and Dave, vice versa. I look forward to conducting a further, more in-depth interview with both of these gentlemen as it relates to cryptocurrency and things of that nature on my channel. I will post a reminder for everyone, as well as a date and time in which we're going to go into details and in depth a little bit more. And be sure to subscribe and support their channel and everything that they have going on. And I'm gonna leave it as there. I want to thank both of you guys for doing this interview with me, and I look forward to speaking with you guys, and we can get a live stream as well as a screen share going. So with that being said, this is Dre Chilly, everybody signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video and this channel, and check out Dave and Frank, and plug it one more time again, the channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Crypto Millionaire, and Facebook is Crypto Millionaire 007. Same with Instagram. Same with Twitter. And I think that's it, right?
Yeah. We also are both members in a Facebook group. It's called Crypto Group.
I'm in so many of them.
Well, I'm a moderator for cryptocurrency, I believe, cryptocurrency insider.
Right, I'm
we'll leave a link.
Right,
for
I'm
that,
a moderator for another one. We'll leave
Yeah.
links for them, absolutely.
We're really helpful people.
Yeah, and I think it's a good. One more thing I wanted to say is I think we have a good dynamic between us. So I'm super excited to be able to do a live stream with you, because this guy on the tech side is brilliant. So I think the dynamic between us is very different. So we'll have a.
He's the
hopefully-
trader.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hopefully we'll have a pretty good dynamic together. So thanks.
Yeah, so everybody be sure to check them out. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do a live screen and a live stream together. So be on the lookout for that. All right, everybody, it's Dre Chilly once again signing out. Peace.